Hi. Official recaps here. At the start of the movie, a high school girl named Jenny is walking down the hallway as students cheer for her. Jenny is short-tempered and cannot take it when people bully the ones who are weaker than them. Recently, Jenny has been involved in altercations with several individuals for similar reasons, resulting in her suspension due to her frequent involvement in fights. When a group of guys confronts her outside the school, they are apprehensive about provoking her due to her intimidating reputation. They simply request that she keeps her promise of never returning to the school. Jenny's father, Brack, a proficient black belt in karate and the owner of a judo training institution, has trained her in various forms of martial arts from a young age. Both father and daughter decide to transfer to a new school. Although the teacher agrees to admit Jenny, she advises her to delay joining until after the midterm examinations due to her recent suspension of a bully for violent behavior. However, Brack explains that there will likely be bullies in the new school as well, emphasizing the importance of patience and compromise for Jenny's growth. Outside the school premises, a group of students is assaulting a boy named Alex because he refused to let them cheat off his test. Jenny records a video of the incident but is noticed by one of the aggressors. Initially intending to report the bullying to the principal and resolve it appropriately, Jenny resorts to her instinctive ways when the girls threaten her. She skillfully evades their attacks and effortlessly fights them off. Alex, witnessing her courage and strength, is astonished. A week later, Jenny begins her first day at the new school, where the guys she had previously defeated are also in her class. Ashamed by their defeat at the hands of a girl, they avoid her gaze. Jenny notices that Alex is among her classmates, and he is thrilled to see her again, attempting to initiate a conversation. However, Jenny disregards him. After school, he approaches her to express his gratitude for saving him. In response, Jenny commands him to stay away if he truly appreciates her actions. In a subsequent scene, Alex's mother serves a difficult customer at their restaurant. The customer, inebriated, refuses to pay for his meal. When he shoves Alex's mother to the ground, Alex intervenes to protect her. Unfortunately, the customer becomes aggressive and strikes him as well, leaving without settling the bill. One day at school, a fellow student, in the hallway, demanding her phone to delete a video showing her friends bullying Alex. When Jenny refuses, Shannon threatens to slap her. However, Jenny swiftly catches Shannon's hand and pushes her to the ground, leaving her humiliated in front of everyone. Later, Alex approaches Jenny, seeking her help to learn how to defend himself. Initially hesitant, Jenny agrees upon learning that Alex wants to protect his mother. She takes him to her father's judo class, where Brack asks Alex to fill out a form and invites him to join the class starting the next day. Brack even gives Jenny some money as a token of appreciation for bringing in a new student. Meanwhile, we are introduced to Ron, the president of the school's student council, who is praised by the principal for his seemingly responsible role. However, unbeknownst to others, Ron secretly supports and protects the bullies in the school. He harbors aspirations to join a local gang and is best friends with a guy named Harry, with whom he has been acquainted since childhood. While they initially started fighting others as a form of self-defense, Ron has changed, which has caused a strain in their friendship. After school, Alex attends the judo class, only to realize that it will not be easy. He undergoes rigorous training, including push-ups, skipping, and stretching, with Jenny by his side, pushing him to improve. The intense practice leaves Alex so sore that he can barely walk to school the next day. During the break between classes, Jenny receives a summons from Ron's office, where she encounters Ron and Harry. She realizes that they have called her due to the incident with Shannon. Despite their seniority and power, Jenny remains unfazed, capturing Harry's interest. When questioned about why she shoved Shannon, Jenny confidently explains that it was an act of self-defense. She also shares details about the 4 students who had ganged up against Alex. Ron is infuriated by her behavior, while Harry advises her to apologize. Jenny offers an insincere apology before leaving. Ron attempts to confront Harry about his intervention but is dismissed. Although Ron holds the title of president, Harry commands more respect from the students, which irritates Ron. In the judo class, Alex and Jenny spend time together. Alex expresses his curiosity about why Jenny doesn't have any friends despite being smart, beautiful, and strong. Jenny explains that allowing people into her life would only grant them the power to leave. Alex counters by stating that even if people leave, the memories remain. Jenny is touched by his words but keeps her emotions hidden. Later, Ron, Shannon, Harry, and their group gather at a restaurant to welcome Chris, a student who had been suspended for bullying. They indulge in drinking, smoking, and having fun, while Harry feels uneasy discussing violence. At the party, Ron visibly shows jealousy over Shannon's interest in Harry rather than him. When Ron and Harry are alone, Ron reveals his plans to join a gang and explains that he has already met the gang leader but still needs to pay the entrance fee. Harry calmly advises against it, but Ron refuses to listen, resulting in an altercation between them. The following day at school, a gangster named Tae visits Ron, demanding the entrance fee payment. Tae poses a significant threat and is more powerful than all of Ron's minions combined. Ron exercises caution around him, even though he is eager to join the gang. Surprisingly, Tae expresses interest in having Harry join them, recognizing his abilities and even offering to waive the entrance fee for him. However, Harry firmly declines the offer and walks away. Ron becomes enraged, craving a fight. Coincidentally, he chooses Alex as his target and instructs Chris to bring him to the office. As two boys approach Alex, intending to intimidate him into compliance, Harry intervenes and tells them to ignore Ron's orders. Witnessing this, Chris retaliates against Harry, beating him up for trying to defy Ron. Just then, Jenny arrives and urges Alex to join her for judo class urgently. When Chris tries to stop her, she defeats him in a physical altercation. Harry is stunned to witness Jenny's exceptional fighting skills, finding her even more attractive than before. He asks Alex to take him to Brack's judo class and enrolls, joining Alex and Jenny in their training. On his first day, Jenny questions why Harry is being kind to them despite being part of the bullies. Harry reveals that he has left that group and wishes to learn self-defense. The following day, Shannon and Jenny unexpectedly cross paths on the staircase. Shannon confronts Jenny for neglecting to wish her a good morning, citing her seniority. Their conversation is interrupted by Harry, who interrupts and instructs Jenny to head to her class. Frustrated, Shannon questions Harry about his recent distance and reveals her feelings of love for him, expressing her dissatisfaction with his lack of response to her calls. However, Harry straightforwardly informs her that he only sees her as a friend. Later that evening, Jenny and Harry find themselves alone in the classroom, leading Jenny to inquire about his true intentions. Harry discloses his interest in continuing his boxing training, which he pursued during his middle school years. Aware of his past as a bully, Jenny decides to teach him a lesson and challenges him to a boxing match. Initially, Harry attempts to intimidate her but fails to land a single hit. Jenny easily defeats him and emphasizes the importance of power being wielded with justice, rather than mere violence. In the subsequent scene, Ron receives a call from Tae, who pressures him to hand over the entrance money. From that day forward, Ron and his cronies begin to terrorize the students, extorting money from them. Witnessing them harassing one of his classmates, Alex tries to intervene but is overpowered and beaten by the bullies. Determined, he attends judo class in the evening and confides in Brack about the events occurring at school. The scene transitions into a montage showcasing Alex and Harry's diligent training efforts. They foster a healthy competition between them, which enhances their progress. One day, Brack leaves town for work, leaving the kids to fend for themselves. They enjoy a trip to the movies and arcade, having a great time. Subsequently, Harry takes them to Alex's mother's restaurant, bringing her immense joy to see her son finally making friends. On their way home, Harry and Jenny make a stop at a grocery store and engage in a conversation. During their discussion, Harry shares that his former boxing teacher subjected him to daily physical abuse, and it took him 2 years to escape that toxic environment. He admits feeling sad and lonely until he found friendship with people who had a negative influence on him. Understanding his desire for change, Jenny expresses her readiness to support him through the process. The following day at school, Harry confronts Ron, inquiring about his actions. Ron confesses that he has paid the gang leader and joined their ranks. Starting the next day, he will work for them, enabling the gang to control the entire school. Enraged by his friend's decision, Harry urges Ron to reconsider, sparking an argument that quickly escalates into a physical fight. In a fit of anger, Ron threatens to harm Jenny, aware of Harry's affection for her. Later, Ron approaches Shannon and proposes a deal. He asks for Shannon's assistance in capturing Jenny in exchange for helping Shannon pursue a relationship with Harry. While Jenny is in the classroom, she receives a text from Shannon, who lures her to the student council office. Upon arriving, Jenny is offered a drugged tea. Shannon, realizing the error of her ways, apologizes to Jenny for her actions. Just as Jenny is about to consume the tea, Shannon pushes it away, understanding that her actions are unjust. Suddenly, Ron bursts into the room and slaps Shannon for not following through with their plan. Chris then ambushes Jenny, trapping her in a headlock, while Ron proceeds to assault her with punches. Meanwhile, in another part of the school, Alex overhears some classmates discussing Ron and Jenny, sensing that Jenny is in grave danger. He immediately rushes to inform Harry, who contacts Ron. Ron demands that Harry come to the school if he wants to save Jenny. Upon arriving at the school's auditorium, Harry and Alex find themselves surrounded by Chris and his cronies. The bullies launch an attack, but this time, Harry and Alex are prepared and trained to defend themselves. Though they endure numerous blows, they ultimately manage to defeat all of the bullies. In haste, they make their way to the student council office and discover that Ron has tied Jenny to a chair. Ron threatens to harm her if they approach or involve the police. He then forces Harry to kneel before him, subjecting him to a series of repeated kicks. Alex steps forward, utilizing one of the techniques he learned from Brack, but Ron eventually overpowers him. At this crucial moment, Jenny manages to free herself and prepares to confront Ron. Although Ron may be physically stronger than the boys, he pales in comparison to Jenny's determination. She unleashes a relentless barrage of attacks, swiftly overpowering him and securing an easy victory. In the last scene, we see that Brack's judo class has several women trainees learning self-defense. Alex and Jenny wait for their turn while Harry is enrolling a teenager in the class. If you enjoyed this video, Hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this.